This video includes my favorite action shots from the Topps 1973 baseball card set. I'll begin with the fielding positions and then I'll follow that with the batters. Pitching is Steve Stone with the Giants. He's in a stretch position, looks like he's about ready to throw a fastball. Catching is Duffy Dyer. He's coming up out of a crouch position, looks like he's ready to gun somebody down at third base maybe. At first base is Tommy John, and there must not have been any good poses among the first basemen that year, but if you use your imagination as a kid, you can see him standing there at first base with his left foot on the bag waiting for the throw. At second base is Ron Hunt. He was a big prospect, kind of star coming up for the Mets in the 60s. Here he is later in his career with the Expos at second. At third is Roger Metzger. His card says shortstop, but I must have had somebody else who looked better at the shortstop position, and Roger Metzger looks like he's waiting for the ball there at third base. At short is Terry Harmon, and in the position that he's in, using your imagination as a kid, you could imagine the ball comes to him at short and then he scoops it up and throws it run around at first base. In left field is Doug Rader. His card says third base, but you see he's not in the infield in that position, so I see him as a left fielder. In center field is Ron Woods, and he is an outfielder posing as an outfielder. He looks like he's waiting for a fly ball to come down to him, and he's ready to throw it to a base when he gets it. And then in right field is Doug Griffin. Again, his card says second, but he's in a position kind of like an outfielder waiting for the play to develop. Among the hitters, we'll start off with Cesar Geronimo. I think this is the best hitting pose in the set. He looks like he's going to pull one down the right field line, and he looks like he's going to be fast. If he doesn't hit a home run, he'll be able to steal a base. Ted Martinez looks like a good singles hitter there, batting second. Followed by Joe Morgan. I think this is the only hitting pose I can think of the cards that Joe Morgan was in. But here he is, a key player on the Big Red Machine teams of the 1970s. Ron Fairly is batting fourth. Power hitter, looks like he's hitting one over the center field head there. Followed by Jim Nettles, looks like he's going to pull one down the right field line. Danny Thompson batting sixth. Then we have from the Mets, John Milner, who is a key player for the Mets in the mid-70s. And Roy White, who was in some of the 60s sets, and here he is still with the Yankees in the 70s. And then followed by Lou Piniella at the beginning of his career with the Royals. And that's my 1973 top action shot set. This is the last year that I'm going to do this where I have a video just for the year. This, I think, is the last year where all of the pictures are poses. Going forward, you see more and more an occurrence of pictures taken from the stands or from the sidelines of game situations. But in the 70s, 80s, they didn't really have the kind of camera equipment that they do now, so the pictures really weren't as good. And there are still some poses, which is why I'm going to show them as the 70s. But I'm not going to go through each one individually. So hope you liked it. If you like it, please say like and please subscribe to my channel. Thanks.